Hello, guys. Hi, babies. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so before we start with the purpose of today's video, I want to take a minute and wish all the countries and all the religions that are celebrating Easter a fabulous Easter weekend. Okay, not that I want to be biased or anything, but I love you guys out there equally. So whoever is out there celebrating Easter weekend, make sure that you make it count. Okay, for those that doesn't know, we celebrate Easter weekend because God died for our sins. We celebrate Easter weekend because of God's resurrection. Christians know, or some of the Christians, I don't know if all, are aware that according to the Bible, God died on Good Friday and he was buried for 3 days and he rose on Sunday. Now, so God died for our sins. That's why we are celebrating Easter weekend and Easter holidays. So guys, spread love, lots of love. Take care of each other and make your Easter count responsibly, okay? So some of us are a little laid back and relaxed at home because it's Easter, ne? It's a weekend to relax and rest. But I understand some of you are out there living life, enjoying. So whoever is out there, take care and make your Easter count, okay? My returning viewers probably think, what's with the nails? They're actually very old. They are very old. But I love them. The secret is they actually glow at night. They glow in the dark. They glow in the dark. That is the secret. And as old as they are, I'm still enjoying my set. So I think, yeah, they are quite old. I think it's time for a new set. So yeah, guys, happy Easter holidays. Make it count. Enjoy responsibly. Take care of each other and spread love, lots of love. So let's get started with the purpose of today's video. I'm all about the top fives and the 5 tips because I don't want to sit here and bring a very boring video to you guys, okay? So today's video is all about the 5 money lessons I have learned growing up that I wish I had taken seriously in my 20s, or somebody could have just emphasized the importance in my 20s. So let's get into 5 money lessons that I have learned, starting with the first one here, guys. So guys, our first one will be budgeting. Like when I was in my early 20s, like literally, and now I'm gonna be brutally honest with you guys in this video. Like I was in my 20s, 30s, I would just spend recklessly. I would spend as long as I had money in my account. I would spend. I did not care about the next day to come, the few weeks to come, which I was wrong. I was very wrong because budgeting actually helps you a lot. And with budgeting, I mean, don't be stingy to yourself. It's your money. So let me take a practical example. Imagine budgeting or your budget as a cool playlist that you have in your phone, basically. And in that playlist, you only have songs that you love to listen to or the songs that you enjoy listening to. So imagine you curate songs according to your moods, isn't it? I also do that sometimes. When I'm in a certain type of a mood, I would want to listen to this specific song. So why don't you take your playlist and as you are curating songs according to your mood, why don't you take your budget, which is your playlist, and allocate your money for the important stuff, Allocate money for savings, allocate money for fun, allocate money for essentials, see where you have to top up before it really runs dry. Okay, so the reason why I take the example of a playlist is, you know, you are the one doing the most. You are the one putting yourself through all this financial trauma and depression and stress. When you have your cool playlist, you are the actually best dancer of your list. You know how to move to your songs. So when you budget and when you allocate your money for important stuff, then honey, at the end of the day, you dance to your own beat. Ne? If you mess up your budgeting, who's gonna dance on your beat? You, obviously. Ne? If you make your budgeting a success, who's gonna be the happy dancer? At the end of the day, you. So like you are curating songs for your moods, honey, allocate your money. Yeah? And I'm not gonna emphasize on what to allocate it for. It's your life. You know what you need and what you want to do. So you basically know what you want. So allocate it accordingly. If you are a beer drinker, it's fine. If you love going out, if you love traveling, allocate your money and stick to your budget so you can do either the happy dance or the sad dance at the end of the day. Okay, it's just all up to you. So our first one is to embrace budgeting like it was your best friend. Ne? Ne. So yeah, our second point, which I feel I have failed at. I failed at it so bad. I failed horribly. Not that it's late to do anything about it, but our second point, which I just wish I had taken a little serious in my 20s, is to invest early and party later. Now, and with that, I don't mean that you have to put yourself on hold, put your life on hold, forcing things through, trying to make money. No, honey. You invest that little dollar that you have. If you get an investment opportunity or a chance, you just invest that little bit that you have. Ne? So when you invest early, you're actually planting a seed. Ne? Now see this tree that you are planting as your future financial tree. Ne? So the more trees you plant, a whole forest you will have at the end of the day. So if you start planting your seeds early, you will have a lot of financial freedom with as you are aging. So I've actually learned that a little late. I knew it, but then I never took it that seriously. So if you get a chance to invest, guys, you can go out partying, do the most. But if you get a chance to invest, even if it's $1, just invest while it's early, so you don't have to go stress with money later as you are aging, so you don't have to be depressed financially. So plant your seed early, so you can have a whole financial forest at the end of the day. So that is actually your VIP pass to financial freedom. You can party, you can live life, you can spend as much as you want. You don't have to put your life on hold. But if you get the opportunity to invest, grab it. Ne? Grab it once, twice, over and over, 10 times, 20 times. If you get a chance, invest so you can have a whole forest at the end of the day. Okay, so invest early and party later. Okay, or you can even invest and party at the same time. Ne? Just take care. We are actually halfway through our video, so if you guys have watched this far and if you are enjoying my videos, please make sure that you subscribe and just support your girl by liking my video, or maybe even leave a comment. Né? So let's move on to our third point, which is to avoid FOMO spending by all means. And FOMO spending basically stands for, it's FOMO. It stands for fear of missing out. Yeah? We have to avoid FOMO spending by all means, especially if you are in your 20s, because that is the time that you want to keep up with the trend. If your friend gets a new sneaker, you want better, or you want something matching. If something new comes up, you want to try it out. Not that you really need it. You are just in fear that you will be left behind. You just feel that you are so old and behind, and then you have to spend so much keeping up with the trend. I actually never even knew that there was a name for that. Because I think it's just people that are not confident in themselves, that are not pleased with what they have, that wants so much out of life, that wants to please everyone, by showing that they can afford whatever, people that are looking for attention seekers, eh? Why would I even want to fit in? Why would I even want to fit in and drain myself financially by trying to please everybody out there? No, sweetheart. Our taste unfortunately differs, no? So even if we all wear that cheap dress, it's all about styling, no? So you don't have to financially drain yourself just because you are in fear of being left behind. That is a sickness. So I came across this famous painting and I did a little bit of research and I was like, oh, so it actually has a name, which is famous painting, trying to keep up. Mark me absent. So if you are in your early 20s or whatever age range you are in, if you are part of the foremost spenders, honey, you will be drained financially because you are gathering things that you necessarily doesn't need, that you actually don't even need now. So you are gathering things just to impress everyone. I'm not there. So, guys, avoid formal spending by all means, okay? But if you have money to splash, it's fine. Go ahead and do so. But I would rather advise you to avoid formal spending so you can have more money to invest, okay? If you have a few pair of sneakers that are still in a good condition, it is fine. You don't need the latest one. You don't need to keep up because you are not getting paid for that. You are not getting money out of it. Rather, it is draining you financially, without you knowing. Because consequences, you will obviously face them, but not during that specific period, not during the time that you are taking or making the decision. So, guys, avoid FOMO spending. Okay. Moving on to the fourth one. We are almost done. Fourth one. This is actually the important one, guys, especially when you start working for the first time. You just feel like you don't have a lot of bills, you just spend money recklessly. And fourth one is debt. Avoid debt by all means. Avoid borrowing money, because borrowing money is actually like, it is actually an uninvited guest that enters your house and overstays its welcome. The first few days, the first few weeks of that guest showing up, it's like partying. Because the money is just there. It's so big. It looks so big, what you have borrowed. But then the first few days you enjoy so much, you spend so much, recklessly. And then with the days that are coming, this guest that came into your house starts actually annoying you, but you don't know how to get rid of it because you already welcome this guest into your home and then you make the person or the guest comfortable. So avoid borrowing money, guys. Avoid debt by all means, because that is a trap. Now, the money comes easy, the money looks so big, but then the payback with all these years, it's draining. So, especially if you are starting your employment journey, use and spend your money wisely and responsibly. And I will emphasize on investing. Now, so avoid borrowing money unnecessarily, okay? I cannot picture myself borrowing money to buy a car, and I surely cannot picture myself borrowing money to buy a house, borrowing money to pay for bills, and then at the end of the day, I have to refill the gap at some point. Because at the end of the other month, you have to worry about, are you going back to that same place that you borrowed the money from? Because it becomes a routine, it becomes a cycle now that you are, as much as you are frustrated and as much as you want to get out of it, no, it keeps you drained. You are stuck with it. So I wouldn't advise you to just to keep up or just to impress the society, because I know for a fact that society is another own mindset of its own. We are forced by the society to look a part, to do a part, and you don't have to drain yourself for the society. Let them think whatever they think. If they think like, yo, this person has been working for so long, but she doesn't have a car, she doesn't have a house, she doesn't have a business, but then this other person that started a little later in life than this person that has been working for years has already so much. You don't know what happens behind closed doors, guys. Don't crave for somebody else's life. Don't put yourself in debt, trying to keep up. Stop loaning money, stop borrowing money. Live in your budget, live in your salary. You know that there we are going back to budgeting again. You know how much you are earning, you know how much your salary is. Budget, accordingly. Invest if you have to. Avoid formal spending. So it looks like 4 literally touches all the previous ones that you have that we have discussed. So it looks like all these points are interrelated, meaning that I did a good job bringing you guys a very informative video. So avoid borrowing money by all means, guys, and be wise. Be wise. Be wise. Society will always have something to say. People will always have something to say. But stay in your lane. Be proud of your lane. And don't spend your money unnecessarily. And at the end of the day, when it comes to important things that you have to do, you go around looking for money. And at the end of the day, when you get paid, you have to fill up that gap. And then there's this gap again in your budget. No. Love in your budget and stop borrowing money. Use your credit wisely. Okay? Take care of your credit score. Please. That is something I wish I had really taken seriously when I started my employment journey. Because when I started working, I was in my early 20s. I did not have that much responsibilities, guys. I would spend, I would drink, even a 7 grain out just like that. So I'm advising you, and most of these points that I've touched on are things that I'm experiencing myself or what I have learned from what I've grew from. Okay, so avoid credit by all means. Okay, our last point for the video, which I actually think is very important, that most of us ignored in our 20s, and that some people in their 20s are so embarrassed of, is the art of hustling. Learn the art of hustling. Have a hustle spirit in you. Have a spirit and a mindset that just wants to make more money. Don't be just a spender. Be a spender with a hustle mindset, with a hustle heart. Because for me, I'm selling ice on the side for my child's bank account, just to keep it going, because I don't also want to wait for a certain period or certain time for me to deposit money in there. Now, so that we talked about investment, guys. So that little bit that you get to deposit throughout the month, it's fine. Okay, so have a hustle spirit in you, and don't you ever, sweetheart, don't you ever for anybody shy away from your hustle, because at the end of the day, nobody puts food on your table. You have to put food on your own table, and then you have to feed your loved ones. You have to pay the bills. So if you shy away from your hustle, who's going to do all that for you? Nobody. And you don't have to report to anyone about your hustle. You don't have to explain your hustle to anyone for your hustle to make sense to them. That is their problem. That is not your issue. So guys, learn and embrace the art of hustling. Want to make more money out of the money that you have. Don't be so relaxed and confident, and be at peace with a little bit that you are getting each month. Try to have, side businesses, side hustles. Even if you have a 8 to 5 job, see if you can come up with something that brings you part-time money. Okay? I actually have a little secret. I've always wanted to make money online, like for real, because I don't see myself working until I am old and cannot love life no more. Definitely not. So I've always wanted to make money online, and you guys, I've been on YouTube since 2010, and all I have been doing is googling and doing research on making money from home, watching a lot of online videos, the so-called apps that apparently makes money that I never really did. So I've tried out a few things, né? And I tried to get validation from people, no, which was not. So come up with a side hustle idea, and if you can, make it work, make it work. But then you don't owe anybody no explanation as to why you are doing and what you need the money for. It is your life, so take control of your life, ne? And learn the art and embrace the art of hustling. Let's be hustlers. Let's hustle together. And talking about hustling, please, guys, make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. And thank you so much for watching my video. And if you have watched it this far, make sure that you leave me some love in comments and like my video, okay? So enjoy your Easter weekend once again. I need to get back to Easter activities. So yeah, take care of each other, guys. Thank you. Bye.